31 years ago, a Miss Oklahoma came within an eyelash of becoming Miss America. Her name was Anita Bryant. She went on to become a top entertainer, then virtually vanished from sight after a bitter controversy that pitted her against the nation's gay community. Today, Anita Bryant is on the comeback trail, virtually starting over. That's our inside story today.
I remember lying in the bed in my mother's house in a fetal position and wanting to die. I knew that God was with me.
Anita Bryant, Miss Oklahoma.
Sometimes you have to pay a price for what you believe is right.
Singer Anita Bryant believes she was right when 13 years ago, as a Florida mother, she organized a movement to prevent homosexuals from becoming teachers in her community.
If we were going to go on a crusade across the nation and try to do away with the homosexuals.
But the locally sponsored campaign erupted into a national debate. Bryant drew attention with statements like, quote, "Gays can't reproduce, they have to recruit," end of quote. To gays everywhere, she became an overwhelming symbol of condemnation of their lifestyle, and they struck back at her in more ways than one.
Security agent, security agent.
No, let him stay.
No.
Let him stay.
Well, at least it's a fruit pie.
3 years of emotional controversy and 3 votes later, Anita Bryant's anti-gay cause went down to defeat. During those 3 years, her personal life crumbled, and her career was virtually destroyed.
What I did was right, and I can't go back and change some things after the fact.
Anita Bryant was not the first celebrity affected by outspoken political views. Jane Fonda angered much of the nation when she visited North Vietnam in 1972. Ed Asner was criticized for speaking out on El Salvador. Vanessa Redgrave was denied work because of her support for Palestinian causes. But no one has paid as dearly as Anita Bryant for taking a public stand on something she believed in.
I did what was right, and the rest is history.
Her own history as a performer gave no clues of what was to come. As a teenage singer, she had top 10 records. She was second runner-up at the 1959 Miss America contest. She traveled with Bob Hope's USO tour 7 times. She sang for presidents and at national political conventions.
There's nothing artificial or synthetic here or here.
She was a national spokesperson for the Florida orange growers, and in 1978 was named Good Housekeeping's most admired woman in America.
When I said the word homosexual, that they didn't hear the last part of those verses.
But her fight with the gay community had the wrong effect, according to the man who led the opposition.
She gave us every access to world media. We had over 50,000 news clippings. This is the turning point where gay became a household word, and we opened up the entire debate on human sexuality.
Even as her public image was being tarnished by the anti-gay campaign, she was devastated by personal problems. Her 20-year marriage was ending in divorce.
I got a lot of mail on that, and that was the most hurtful thing. So that just compounded my own condemnation, and I went into hiding. I didn't want to see the public. I never wanted to sing again, certainly never face the press.
Her entire life had become a series of catastrophes. She'd been dropped as spokesperson by the orange growers. She had been dropped as a commentator on the Orange Bowl parade. She lost a television show contract. Her bookings dropped drastically, yet somehow the deeply religious Anita Bryant had kept her faith in God.
Today I can honestly say that there is such a peace and a confidence and a maturity, if you will, that could have only come out of going down to those pits of despair and despondency and wanting to take my life, that I knew God was there in hell the same as he was, at times when I thought life was heaven.
Now, after nearly 10 years in a kind of show business limbo at 50 years of age, Anita Bryant appears ready to start over. Just 2 weeks ago, she married her childhood sweetheart, Charlie Dry, a former NASA astronaut test crewman. She's been making appearances on the Nashville network recently, as well as hosting the 700 Club. She is writing songs as well as her 14th book, and she's making a new album of her music available to the public through television commercials.
You loved her before. Now you'll love her even more.
So whatever the future holds for Anita Bryant, she has definitely come to terms with the traumatic memories from her past.
I don't regret it because I did the right thing.
Ironically, the controversy may come back as well as Anita Bryant. The issue is now on a ballot once again in South Florida. Bryant says she has no connection to the issue this time, but anti-gay forces are using her old campaign slogan on billboards, "Save Our Children."